A warm welcome. This is Electrical Energy Generation, Utilization and Conservation course with the lecture 2.4 representing the types of air conditioning system. According to the purpose and according to the season and according to the arrangement of the equipment, we have several different types of air conditioning systems. According to the purpose, that may be used for comfort purpose or for industrial usage. Depending upon the season, it may be a winter AC, summer AC or year-round AC system. And according to the arrangement of equipment, it may be a unitary system or a central system. Let us discuss about them. So when comfort air conditioning system is considered, for example, if we are in need of AC air conditioners at homes or at offices or at small shops or restaurants and theaters, hospitals, schools, etc., that the utmost preference for the air conditioning is the comfort, the human comfort, and the medicinal equipments which are present in the hospitals have to be under conditioned state, and the computers present in the schools, offices have to be under air conditioned state. In such a case, it has to provide a comfort not only to the people but also to the equipments or the instruments or the computer systems, etc. In industrial cases, the air conditioning impact may be, for example, the inside dry bulb temperature, the relative humidity of the air has to be kept constant for the working of a machine or a particular manufacturing process. For example, in textile mills, paper mills, machine part manufacturing plants, tool room, photographic, etc. In these sectors, we are in need of air conditioning systems at a very peculiar state. So this is according to. And while considering the season, during winter season, the air is burnt and heated, which is generally followed by humidification. The outside air flows through a damper and mixes with the recirculated air. The mixed air then passes through a filter to remove the dust, dirt, and impurities. And after that, the air is now passed through the preheat coil. This is done to prevent the possible freezing of any water, because the water as well as the air which is present during the winter condition may consist of the ice particles, and the preheating is done to control the evaporation of water in the humidity. Thus, the air is made to pass through a reheat coil to bring the air to the designed dry bulb temperature, and then the conditioned air is applied to the conditioned space through a fan, so that the circulation will be in a better condition. This is how it is done, and from the conditioned space, the air is being exhausted through the exhaust fans. The remaining part of the used air is then again conditioned, and this will get repeated again and again. While considering the summer and air conditioning system, the air is cooled and generally dehumidified. The outside air flows through the damper and gets mixed with the recirculated air, and the mixed air passes through the filter to remove the dirt, dust, and impurities. Now the air is passed through a cooling coil. In winter air conditioner system, there was a preheating coil. Here it is a cooling coil. The coil has temperature much below the required dry bulb temperature of the air in the conditioned space. The cooled air then passes through the perforated membrane, and it will lose its moisture in condensed form, which was then collected in the sump given below. And the air is made to pass through a heating coil which heats the air slowly. This is done to bring the air to the designed dry bulb temperature and relative humidity. Now the conditioned air is then supplied to the conditioned space by a fan, and the rejected air from the conditioned space will be taken out with the help of exhaust fan, and the remaining air is then conditioned again, and the process repeats itself. The outside air is sucked and made to mix with the recirculated air to make for the loss of conditioned air to the exhaust fan from the condition. And while considering the year-round air conditioning system, it should have the equipment for both the summer and the winter air conditioning impact. The outside air flows through the damper and mixes with the recirculated air. The mixed air is then passed through the filter, and next it is passed through the cooler. That is, the cooling operation will be taken by operating. It will operate the cool air to the desired valve. The dehumidification is obtained by operating the cooling air at a lower temperature than the dew point temperature. This is the condition when summer air conditioning system is required. During the winter air conditioning system, the cooling coil is made inoperative and the heating coil operates to heat the air. The spray type humidifier is also used in the dry season to humidify the air. And next, depending upon the arrangement of the equipment, it is unitary air conditioning system. In this system, the assembled air conditioner is installed in or adjacent to the space to be conditioned. For example, the unitary systems, the common type is windows, the window air conditioners. Interior air is cooled as a fan blows it over the evaporator. Exterior air is heated as a second fan blows it over the conditioner. In this process, heat is supplied from the room and discharged to the environment. A large house or a building may have several such units, permitting each room to get cooled separately. In otherwise, if we are this is the unitary air conditioning system. Then on otherwise, we may have two different types of unitary air conditioning system. One is a window unit, which we normally see in olden days and even in certain old lodges nowadays. And also the next one is the vertically packed units. Actually, these type of air conditioners are bigger in the capacity of 5 to 20 tons. They are adjacent to the space to be conditioned. They are adjacent to the space to be conditioned, and this unit is very useful for conditioning the air of a restaurant or bank or a small office where the area is not very much larger, neither it is not very less. PTAC, I mean the system vertically packed units are also known as wall split air conditioning systems or ductless systems. These systems are widely used in hotels which are having two separate units, the evaporative unit on the interior and the condensing unit on the exterior, where the tubing passes through the wall and connect them together. This is a normal type of split air conditioner, and this is now widely used in all the residences as well as in institutions and organizations. This minimizes the interior system footprint. This allows each room to be adjacent independently, and the system may be adapted to provide heating in cold weather either directly by using an electric strip gas or other heaters, or by reversing refrigerant flow to the heat the interior and draw heat from the exterior air, converting the air into a heat pump. Well, room air conditioning provides maximum flexibility. When cooling rooms, it is generally more expensive than a central air conditioning system. And next, while considering the central air conditioning system, this is the main thing which is used in large area spaced rooms. So for example, in theaters, in large theaters, in malls, yeah, in community halls, etc. It is the most important type of air conditioning system. It is used when the required cooling capacity is 25 tons or more. It is used when the airflow is more than 300 meter cube per minute, and it is used when the different zones in a building are to be air conditioned. In such a case, this type of central air conditioning can be used. And the main application of the air conditioner is process using air conditioner is common in food cooking and processing areas, in hospitals, theaters, textile, printing, photographic industries, mainly for commercial purposes of human being like theaters, departmental stores, etc., and in cars, trains, aircraft, ships, etc., and also in television centers, computer centers, museum, etc. Almost in all places, including the residences, we are applying the use. I mean, air conditioners are applied.